Hi, my name is John Krebs. I'm Director of Institutional Research at Manor College. And I'm really happy to be here to have a chance to participate in the events leading up to the gala on November 10th. Now, if you're tuned into this video, I kind of assume you're going to be tuned into the gala on the 10th. And my job is to make sure that when you tune into the gala on November 10th, that you are also tuned up a bit for it. And towards those ends, we're going to introduce a cocktail for the evening called the Bellini. The story of the Bellini starts at Harry's Bar in Venice, Italy, one of the most famous drinking establishments in the world. Harry's Bar was started in 1931 by Giuseppe Cipriani. Now, Cipriani had been a bartender at Hotel Europa, also in Venice, in the late 1920s. And one of his best customers one year was a guy by the name of Harry Pickering. Now, Harry was a wealthy kid from a wealthy family who was killing time, spending money in Venice, having a great time while he was there, not accomplishing a whole lot, but nevertheless enjoying himself immensely. He and Cipriani became very good friends, and he frequented the Hotel Europa's bar, and so they carried on, had a great summer. But all of a sudden, Harry stopped coming, and this got Giuseppe really worried, and Giuseppe went out, found his friend, and said, "Hey, Harry, why aren't you coming back to the bar? It's not the same without you. You know, you're part of the vibes, part of the swing of the place, and we really need you back." Harry says, "Well, you know, I'm really sorry, but what happened was my parents kind of caught on to what I was doing here in Venice, which was not a lot." And he says, "They cut me off. They thought I was drinking too much, spending too much money, so I'm no longer getting an allowance." And Cipriani says, "Well, that's really sad. What are you going to do?" And Harry said, "Well, I'm going to get back to the United States. I don't have any choice." So Cipriani, a generous man, thought, "Okay, look, let's have one final, shebang and make sure you get tickets and everything, get back to the U.S." And he lent him 10,000 lira. Now, 10,000 lira was about $8,000 of today's money, so it was a pretty good-sized chunk of change. But Harry took the money, they had a good time, and he left for the United States. 2 years later, he comes back to the Hotel Europa where Giuseppe is still bartending, and he walks in, hands him an envelope, and says, "Here is the money that I borrowed from you and an additional 40,000 lira. I would like you to use it to start your own bar, and we'll call it Harry's." The Bellini. The Bellini is a marvelous drink for a whole bunch of reasons. It has a nice subtlety that is perfect for fall, good flavors, it's a little bit festive, and Lord knows it's easy to make. So what you need with the Bellini is a peach, preferably a white peach, but if you don't have white, yellow will work. Cut it up and take the peach parts and put them into a blender. You add to that 5 or 6 raspberries, not a lot, just a few. And to that also we add about a 1/4 cup of water. Okay. Now, the next step is to strain this. And to strain it, I'm going to use my julep strainer. And I dislike straining in general because it really removes some of the really great stuff, I think, out of the liquid, but it's what Giuseppe wanted us to do. And this is not going to strain really quickly or easily, but we'll do the best we can. And if we have leftover unstrained stuff, I really always feel comfortable at committing it to the glass as well. Now, one more batch and we should be able to finish it off. And we'll have what's strainable strained. Stop with that. And we'll pour this mixture into a champagne glass or a champagne flute, whatever you've got. If you got the Gala box, you got one of these glasses. And if you got the box, you also have the necessary thing that comes next, and that's Prosecco. So you take Prosecco, we have about a quarter of the glass, we'll put it about halfway up to there. Give it a gentle stir, given this Prosecco, it's going to foam a lot. We want to add a little bit more Prosecco than that. The Bellini.